Hey, what's up, y'all? This Disciple Marcello Currents. This message, a lot of people ain't gonna like. I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't gonna like it, but it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? This is for all those over the years, even now, especially with the vaccination going on and the COVID mandates of masks and vaccinations. There has been, with all this going on, then this message is necessary. Okay, people are demonizing the government, demonizing governments of the world, demonizing systems of the world. Now, granted, it's evil. Granted, it's evil in it. Granted, it's corruption in it. Granted, is devious things that we don't know is going on. Granted, it's human nature in it, period. So with human nature in it, you already know what it is. All right, shouldn't be no surprise to you when you have a government that consists of human beings and not robots. You know, you should know, you especially when you come to a certain age in life, you realize, okay, humans are not all good. So, but in your mind, you esteem the government as holy. You esteem police as holy. You esteem they're human beings. They're gonna do evil. They're gonna continue to do that. As times gets worse, times get worse and worse. Towards the end, it's gonna get worse and worse. Okay? But what I see and what needs to be addressed is, okay, like I said, everyone wants to demonize the government. But have you ever thought about the government may be demonizing you? Have you ever thought about that? The government may be demonizing your community for killing each other, for killing their own family, for not taking vaccines when it don't make sense, not wearing masks when it don't make sense, going into stores and fighting people over the mask mandates, fighting people over vaccine mandates, fighting people just for no reason, random crazy stuff. You don't think you're deserving of being demonized? You demonizing everybody else, me included. You demonizing me. You demonizing the government. You demonizing all these people. But the community is holy. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's be about it. The community is holy, right? Killing all these kids through gang banging, selling people drugs, cocaine laced with fentanyl. Killing the stars and stuff, because you're giving them laced cocaine, which is probably, to me, that's an assassination. How famous people get laced cocaine, bruh? Explain that to me. How all these celebrities getting this laced cocaine? They should be having the best of the best cocaine that money can buy. And here they are dealing with laced cocaine. And I'm surprised nobody never think about that's like a hit. You feel me? That's like a hit. But back to the subject at hand. Okay? Everybody want to demonize everybody with power, people that don't earn it, people that don't work for it in any kind of form or fashion. Even if you're a prophet of God, you have labored before the Lord. You have fasted when no one else was fasting. While everybody else was partying and getting high and smoking cigarettes, you was in your house on the weekend, not drinking, not smoking, not doing no drugs, not even watching secular TV. You have paid prices. And people want to stick, when you come up to being raised up to authority, this secular, crazy, bugged out country want to sit back and demonize you. when you have apparently, literally been paying prices that these scavengers have not been paying. They have not been paying any prices. You name the prices these scavenger pigeon people been paying. They have never fasted beyond 3 or 4 or 5 days in their life. They have never went on a 7-day fast. And you rise up to power and they want to call you all this, that, and the third. And they've never done what you've done, though. They've never done what you've done. But soon as you rise to a place of people being aware of who you are, they want to sit and speculate. I'm not letting none of those pigeons and scavengers speculate on me. You speculate on me, expect war. That's all I'm telling you. For those who speculate on me out here in this neighborhood, out here where I'm staying at, out here in New York, out here in this whole America, you speculate, expect war. Expect war in exchange. I'm not playing with you. I don't owe you any explanation for my life. I don't owe you anything. Tangibly speaking. You know what I'm saying? I don't owe you no relationship. I don't owe you nothing. All the Bible requires me to do is to be at peace with people and not harm you and be kind. You know, the Bible says you owe no man nothing but to love them. I don't owe you to be your king. I don't owe you to be your friend. I don't owe you nothing. All I owe you is to love you. In essence, to treat you right. Because some of you are snakes, so you can't love them on a level that everybody's thinking about. You gotta just treat them right. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, all these people in the community, man, that thinking that I don't know who made you king, but you doing a lousy job at it. If that's what you think you are, you're doing a lousy job at it. You killing each other. It's beyond saying we got our problems. You are beyond problems. You are in a state of destruction with your silly self, with your backstabbing, hypocrite self. Won't you go fix your communities and stop trying to nitpick and split hairs about who's who on top of you when you on top of yourself, when you hurting yourself? Because the last time I checked, it wasn't President Biden coming down here in the neighborhood watching me. The last time I checked, it wasn't President Biden walking up and down these blocks watching what I'm doing. Last time I checked, it wasn't President Biden out here shooting these kids and gangbanging. Last time I checked, it was none of the government families out here killing your community. Last time I checked, it wasn't even a racist white man out here killing these black people. Last time I checked, that's what it was. And I just checked. I just checked. I'm very relevant. I'm very relevant. I'm minute-wise relevant. Breaking news relevant. And what I see, as soon as somebody rise up to power, you want to make them into an angel or a robot. I'm not no robot, no angel. But I ain't no devil either. That's what's wrong with America. You worship your stars. You worship leaders when you should be worshiping God. You should be worshiping Yahweh. That's what you should be doing. But you always looking for some man or some woman to save you instead of saving yourself. I'm not going to do it because I peep exactly how you are too. The government got a problem and the American community got a problem. Y'all both are a problem. That's how I see it. Because no matter who's in that White House, guess what? It ain't going to stop these gangbangers. It is not going to stop gangbanging. It's not going to stop these crazy people. black, white, or whatever. You got crazy white racist people, all them people that wanted, like the Donald Trump movement people, the Trump supporters, them crazy people. They're gonna go on regardless. It don't matter what kind of politics I believe that is in office. They're gonna still have certain philosophies and ways in life that is just toxic for the overall humanity. It's the same thing in the hood. It don't matter who's in the White House. There's always gonna be this drug doing, alcohol drinking, violent, gun toting mentality. I'm not saying don't have no gun, but I'm saying use your guns when you have to. Use your guns when your life is in danger and your family's in danger. Out here shooting people and shooting kids because you want to prove a point or your ego is bruised is ridiculous. A lot of this shooting out here is nothing but bruised egos from these men messing with each other girls. I'm going to call it just like it is. These men messing with each other's girls because the woman, she is just as guilty. If she was not raped, she is just as guilty. And yet you want to go shoot on the next man. If I was out in the world, I'd be too player for that. I am not finna go to war for no female. If she had the sense to lay down with him and open her body up to him and everything like that, hey, best of luck for both of them. They can both kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it because I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? In a situation like that, I know who I am. You know, so I'm not gonna get out of character and catch a charge for a female that laid down with him. Now I can see if she was raped by this dude. That's different. Like literally, 2 grown adults and she got raped. But a woman that lays down with another man and y'all going to war for that, bro, that's a sucker. I'm just keeping it real. That's a sucker to me. That's a sucker to me, man. I'm not finna go to war for no female that laid down with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You gonna still be with her after she made a decision to be with him too? They both made that decision. It takes 2. And these suckers out here going to war because they feel their ego is bruised in the wrong place. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of this is. This ain't all these days dope dealing and all that. You can't even sell crack on blocks like they used to unless they real bad holes in neighborhoods. Real bad streets and neighborhoods where the police don't even come to. Other than that, you can't really sell no dope on no blocks like that. So this ain't all this stuff that's going on out of all these reckless killings is not dope selling. That's what you got to understand. All you people who think you know more about the streets than I do, you fooling yourself. You lying to yourself. I know I'm seeing it all accurately way more than you are. This is not dope. All these people got dope. All these people hustling. Man, that's you lying to yourself. A lot of this is ego. A lot of these people, a lot of these girls getting dudes shot, going back and forth with these dudes, playing games, violating, and all kind of different other situations. This is straight up ego. A lot of this stuff is egomaniac situations. These are maniacs of the ego, going around shooting people because somebody didn't necessarily agree with you, or for the most part, somebody just disrespecting you and you can't deal with it other than shooting them. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. People feel violated and they want to get even, by killing the person. Now, what if somebody killed you just because they felt disrespected? You ain't gonna be feeling that. I don't care how much you say you're a savage and all this and all that. If you was looking on the outside of your life and you knew you was gonna be killed for a simple act of disrespect, you wouldn't think it would be fair. But yet, that's what you have going on in the community, man. So I don't want to hear all this, the government this, the government that, until the community get together and get themselves together. You know what I'm saying? I got a right to speak on it if I'm living here in this country. I don't care what neighborhood it is. As long as I am an American citizen, I have the right to speak on anybody and everybody in this neighborhood, in this whole community. That's how I feel. I don't care where you from, because it worked both ways. It worked both ways. You know what I'm saying? Black people should be able to talk on white people. White people should be able to talk on black people. We should be able to talk anywhere you want. If you in this country, if you now you from outside this country, you still have an opinion. But people want to make it exclusive, even down to the neighborhoods and the cities and the country, in the city, the states you stay in. That's how bad it get. Oh well, man, no, California dudes shouldn't even be talking to the New York dudes. They don't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't even know how it really is over here. You know what I'm saying? You talking about something you don't even know nothing about. But the bottom line is that people is being killed, and that's the bottom line that will alarm anybody. They don't need to know the politics. They don't need to know about dope selling. They don't need to know about crack. Any of that, cooking it, they don't need to know about nothing. All they need to see is on their TV is that kids and people are being killed. Period. That's enough to demonize the whole country as a community. And you sitting up here acting like you righteous. That's what gets me so revved up. These people walking around like they Nubian and righteous. Just because you got dreadlocks don't make you righteous, man. Newsflash. For all you people wearing dreads, that does not make you righteous, bruh. Your righteousness is a spirit. Righteousness is deeds. Righteousness is a mentality. Righteousness is a tongue. Righteousness is a path. It's not a look. I got to get people off that, because it's just like people be getting tats all on their face thinking they thugs. It's people that's walking around with dreads thinking they righteous. I'm keeping it 100, man. I'm keeping it 100. That do not make you righteous with me. That's real. You can sell somebody else that. You can burn 1,000,000 incense. You can play all the peaceful music. You can act like you so in touch, and you have the right to point out everybody who is false prophets and not righteous. You don't have the right to do any of that if you're not walking in righteousness. All right? If you are not a righteous spirit, and even a righteous spirit is going to use discretion when it comes to talking about people and acting like you have the authority to do it. Know who you are. For real though. For real. Because everybody always talking about that, I know who I am and you know who you are. But then you need to be chastising everything that's going on. And obviously when I look at the community, I don't see anyone that acts and esteem themselves as righteous doing that. You're not talking out against all this stuff that's going on in an effective manner. You're not making your voice be heard on YouTube all across the community. That's for all you righteous people that got the paraphernalia of being righteous. The dreads, the incense, and all the music and all that. Nah, yeah, that need to be addressed. You're not taking that to the people that need it. You trying to take that to the people who people have esteemed as the leaders. Who have esteemed as the prophets. You want to come and use that Nubian paraphernalia and that false that righteous paraphernalia against the people that have been esteemed as prophets and leaders. No, you need to take that to the community where these gangbangers are killing people, where these people are killing. It's real. This ain't no stereotype. This is culture. Let me say that again. This is not a stereotype. This is culture at this point. In 2021, Gangbanging, killing kids is culture, man. This is no longer, you cannot say this is a stereotype or this is something someone can easily just say. No. We way beyond that. And you know it and I know it. Okay? We way beyond trying to act like this some kind of little thing on the side. We way beyond that. We are at the point of cultural killing. And nobody's saying nothing about it. All these people that saying they're righteous, your righteousness has been tainted with the closing of your mouth. Your righteousness is tainted because you're not speaking out against your own people. Your righteousness is being tainted because you're turning it the other way and not looking to the evil that's in your face every day. Your righteousness is tainted for that reason. No righteous man would do that. A righteous man will have to say, no, wrong is wrong. I don't care if it's my own family doing it. I don't care who is doing it. Wrong is wrong because righteousness is my father. You understand? Righteousness is my father. Righteousness is my mama. Righteousness is over me, is my Lord. Righteousness is of my God. Therefore, family, any human being down here that doesn't line up with righteousness, and I'm not talking about perfection. I'm talking about righteousness, a lifestyle. They not lining up with that. That has to be. You have to show. If you're a righteous person, you cannot be intermingling with that. You have to show some type of disagreement with that. Stern and lifestyle wise. Because if it was white people doing the killing at this rate, you would have been rebelled. Let's keep it 100. If white people were killing your black kids like that, you would have been rebelled, man. You would have rebelled by now. You telling me you wouldn't? If babies were being killed, them babies that you see on TV, they were being shot down and killed, shot through windows and stuff because racist white people were coming to your neighborhood and shooting them. Or the government was coming. Let's not even say the police, some kind of government situation, some kind of sneakiness with that. And you knew it though. You knew it. There was no denying it. You would have rebelled. You would have already rebelled by now. But because your own people are doing it, you don't find no need to rebel against them. I'm gonna say that again. Because your own people are doing it, you don't find a need to rebel against them. And unfortunately, that's where this is going. There's a rebellion within the black community. It has to be. It has to be, man. Because it's not going to stop unless someone gets slapped too. You're not going to stop this. It's too much weed. It's too much alcohol. It's too much big booty hoes. I'm going to call it like it is. It ain't going to stop. It's too much money to be made. It's too much of it going on, man. It ain't going to ever, it's too much food for the appetite. Ain't nothing that could ever stop it, man. It's just too much going on. It's not drying up, in other words. And you think it's gonna magically go away. Only way it's gonna go away if people rebel. You know what I'm saying? I'm to the point where I'm on the outside as far as culturally speaking. But for people that are all up in the mix of everything, and you think you're gonna be a light, you're not gonna be a light, man. You're not gonna be effective unless you rebel, man. You're gonna have to rebel against your own people, and that's the facts. That's the evil of the day. That's why this is the last days. You would have thought in a million years, you would have thought this would have never happened. And that goes for other part of the community too. Don't get it messed up. It's just that the gang banging and killing and all that is a very big issue. But a rebellion in America is definitely on the horizon. Totally, totally. And I could take you from each walk of life and show you that you're not going to get no results. You're not going to get no serious results unless you rebel against the things that are around you. Unless you resist the things that are around you. Unless you lash out. Because these people ain't stopping. Whether it be the left or the right, the black or the white. All right, I'm coming back with part 2.